We're back. Episode 9. We're almost to double digits.
Almost.
Anyway, so you might be thinking, Eric, why are you wearing that hat? Well, I was looking for my hat that I always wear, and I can't find it because I left it somewhere. I just realized, and I was looking around the house, and I literally just found this, and I've never seen it before. This is not planned. I don't know whose it is. I literally just found it laying somewhere, and it's probably a kid's or something, but this is what I'm going to wear. So anyway, welcome back. Thank you for being here. I'm going to do that throughout the episode, I think. Once again, don't cancel us because I'm an idiot. Or I guess if you want to, you can try. I mean, all 14 of our viewers, so I'm not too worried about it. Actually, no, our viewers are getting up there.
Yeah.
We're doing well. I just got an alert I got an email saying that we hit 150,000 views on YouTube. That's cool. That's pretty neat. Pretty excited about that. So, it's been a busy week. How'd your week go?
It's been a busy one.
Yeah.
I got to ride around in a big dump truck. Big old dump truck. It wasn't too bad. I played 18 holes of golf today with a buddy of ours.
There you go. You have fun?
Yeah.
Good.
We had a blast. I shot a 104.
I don't know what that means, but is that good?
It's bad.
It's not good.
It's not good at all.
I do know what it means. I was just trying to be humble. Just remember, back in my golf days. But you know what, dude? You're only going to get better.
I hope.
I think last time I golfed, I shot what was it? 42.
Let me just put it this way.
Yeah.
If I was to shoot par on the whole 18 that we shot, I would have ended up with a score of 71.
Yeah. I shot a 42 last time on that golf course.
Dang.
Yeah. It wasn't my best work.
I don't think that's possible.
You've never seen me golf.
You're right.
Yeah. Anyway, so my week consisted of work and baseball. Most days, I didn't even get to come home after work. I went straight to baseball. Tournaments this week. We didn't win, but we did well. So I'm happy for that. And then today, we had a tournament. I'm very sunburnt, by the way, which is not fun. We were outside all day today.
That's also why he's got that hat on, just so the sun from outside can't get him.
Yeah, and we're nowhere near a window. But today, something happened. Pretty bad foot and mouth moment for me, which is pretty common for me. If you know me, I have those often. And today was a pretty bad one. One of the kids on the opposing team that we were playing, I recognized his last name, and we know his parents. You know them too. And we lost that game or whatever. And that kid was walking by sometime later. And I said, "Hey, are you so-and-so's son?" And he's like, "Yeah." And I said, "Hey, I know your dad." He looks at me dead in the face. He says, "I don't." And he kept on walking.
Oh no.
Dude, it was so terrible. Bro, I felt so bad. He did no other talk. Like, I thought we were going to have a little conversation because I know his dad well and I know his mom. You know his mom well too.
Yeah.
Like, you know his parents. And
I'd love to know who it is.
I can't tell you. I'm not going to say their names just because of that awkward moment.
Can you write it down?
Looked me straight in the face. I'll show you his mom right now.
Oh, okay.
Actually, no, I'm not going to get on my phone right now.
I know your mom.
I will tell you.
I know your mom, or I know your dad. I don't.
Dude, yeah. And it was so awkward. And Katie went to the bathroom.
That's tough.
And she came back and I told her, and she's like, "Oh no." And I'm like, "Yeah, I was just trying to make small talk with the kid because it's like, hey, dude, I grew up with your parents." Yeah, apparently his dad's not in his life or whatever the issue is there. I don't know, but it's like, oh no, dude, I kind of wish I would have known that.
That's tough.
Yeah, I feel bad. So anyway, if you're watching this, sorry, I doubt you are, but yeah, sorry you don't know your dad. Hopefully that gets remedied. I think everybody should have a father. Everybody should have a present father. And if you are a father and you are not present within your control, you're a piece of crap. Sorry.
Figure it out.
Figure it out. Be present in your kids' lives. They need it. It's more important than you think. So, yeah. That was about the I had a couple awkward moments this week though. So this is a pretty rough one, and I wish I had a video of it. It was bad. So I drive semi. You do sometimes. You used to. We have the big horn, and kids love it when we blow the big horn.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I was going down 6, and I was in a construction area, and we were at a stop. We were at a standstill. No, this one really wasn't on me, but it turned out hilarious. And where I was stopped was right beside somebody's house. And at the end of the driveway was a kid with special needs and his mother. No, please listen, because I didn't do what you think I did. They were standing at the end of the driveway, and he was giving the universal kid signal for me to honk my horn. Right. So I did. I don't know if he's never heard one.
Oh, no.
And I held it for a few seconds. I didn't go overboard. I gave him a couple good ones, and then I held the last one.
Air tanks for
No, I didn't go that hard. But apparently, I don't think he knew how loud it was. Because he instantly, do you know that video of that guy who's like in a rehab or whatever, like the African gentleman who's in like the rehab with his son, and then they're like talking, and then he starts crying in slow motion. He's like, that's what this kid did.
That was intervention.
Whatever it was. Yeah. That's what this kid did, dude. And he like fell down to the ground. And I'm thinking, and this kid's probably like, I would assume like 16 or so, 16-year-old kid. I'm thinking he can handle a horn. He was giving me the signal. So I gave it to him. He was not prepared for what I gave him, I guess.
Oh, wow.
And his mom's like standing there laughing.
Well, he's just like,
and she's recording.
Oh,
that's the best part, because I think she's like, yeah, he's probably like, Mom, I want to go make a semi honk or whatever. Can you record, or like whatever? I don't know what the circumstance was, but she was recording it because maybe it was a special moment for him. Apparently, I was the one to deliver the special moment, and it turned out not to be so special. And I feel terrible because he fell down, and he was like, dude, uncontrollably sobbing. Like he just found his family unalived or something, dude. And I felt terrible. Then I laughed because it's like, okay, that's funny. Because I caused it, but I don't think it was my fault. Like he wanted it, so I'm just like, when you see a kid give that signal, you do it. I don't care where you're at. You want to make that kid happy. And I saw a kid with special needs, and I'm like, I'm going to make this kid's day. That's what he gave me the signal to honk the horn. So I did.
The thing he didn't know was that kid has a problem with hearing loud sounds.
He probably, and that's probably true, but like his mom was there. So I'm thinking, okay, she's cool with it. She's recording. Not a big deal.
And she didn't try and like stop. Like she's got to know how loud a semi horn is. She wasn't like.
I almost wonder. I think she was recording because she like. I almost wonder if it wasn't like a. Okay, I don't think you're going to like this, but we're going to do it anyway. That way you can learn this lesson. Like
she's recording to send it to your boss. Is this butthole truck driver?
I hope she did, because I want that video. Lady, if you're listening to this, I would love for you to email me that video right here. friendlyfirepals@gmail.com. Please email me that video. I'm sorry that happened to your son, but I gosh dang, that was one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life.
That's 2 times this week that you've had a foot and mouth moment.
Oh, here's the third.
Oh no.
Also involving a horn.
Oh no.
So we take beans down, and a place we go in Bellevue. And the way it works is you go there, you roll your tarp off, and you get probed. They probe your beans, which sounds gross, right? But just to make sure they're good quality or whatever. And then after that, you go into a scale.
They check your moisture.
And they check your moisture and things like that, and foreign value and things like that. And then you pull onto a scale, and then you scale in, scale out, so they know how much you brought in and how much how much you dumped. So I got probed, and there's trains all over this place because they load them onto train cars and things like that. Anyway, so I pull onto the scale, and there's a train blocking me, so I can't get off the scale. So I'm sitting here. No. And the lady who I spent all week with pretty much, I mean, I went up there twice a day, every day this week. So we were like talking or whatever, but this is before she opened her window. And you know, the semi I drive, it has a very sensitive horn. And the train was there. So I'm like, I'm done driving for a little bit. I know it's going to be a minute before I can move. So I'm just resting my arms on the wheel, right? And I hit the horn, and it scares her. Not like the other one, but she like looks over and like she opens her window and she's like, I'm sorry I'm sorry about the train. And I was like, no, I did not mean to honk. It was an accident. I was just resting my arms on the steering wheel and I honked. I apologize for that. And she laughed, whatever, no big deal. Well, I left or whatever, came back the second time, did it again, dude. And I didn't. And it once again, an accident. And there was no train in front of me. I was just waiting for her to open the window because she'll tell me where to go dump my beans. So like I was just sitting there and it was taking her a few minutes, and that's fine because she has to do the inbound and outbound. So it's no big deal. It takes her a minute. So I was sitting there and then I rested my hands on, honked again. And she comes back and gives me that look like, and I'm just like, I know you think I'm probably kidding. Like, that was 100% accident. I did not mean to do, and I don't ever do that. And of course I did it twice to the same person, dude. So she's looking at me like I'm a freaking psycho. Like, anyway, that's usually the kind of situations I find myself in, awkward situations.
Usually that's the situations that usually when we are together, we both find ourselves in.
We do that a lot. Yeah. You know, something always goes wrong when we're together.
Always. Whether
it be the one time we were going up to PB&J's, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And we were coming up the main road, and we saw some like sirens or like lights up ahead from emergency vehicles. And I thought somebody had just got pulled over, no big deal. So he's like, oh, I can turn off right here. I'm like, nah, just keep going. It won't take long. And no, we pull up there. There's like a tree across the road. Was that what there was?
Yeah.
A tree across the road.
There was a car that hit the tree.
And we were stuck there forever. And it's like, just little stuff like that happens all the time when we're together.
A lot of inconvenience.
It's crazy. So, yeah. Anyway. That's about my week. That's
It's not a bad week. I mean, that's a crazy week, that's for sure.
Just a couple crazy things that happen.
My weeks don't. So I have.
Yeah, but you don't.
I have one story for the horn.
You don't do a lot of though. Like during real quick, you don't do it like. I see a bunch of different people all week and things like that. You're like in the same spot.
Yeah,
and you deal with the same few different people. So correct. Like, you.
I'm either in the cabin.
You don't have an opportunity to like do like too crazy of things until you roll your dozer down the hill or something.
Well, I won't do that.
Well, I hope not. That'd be a bad day.
Bad day.
When you farted earlier in here and smelled up my whole house for 20 minutes.
That was your dog.
It smelled like a dozer. Sounded like a dozer too. It was not my dog. Don't blame it on my dog. My dog is a saint. Here's a picture of my dog. If you haven't seen him, he's the most handsome dog in the world. Anyway. Oh, it fell. We have these little sticky balls that we had stuck to the ceiling, and it fell. Just now. Sorry about that. Where's it at? Hi, roll.
Oh, yeah. This falls out of nowhere. I love it.
Yeah. So, you have a horn story?
Yeah, I have a horn story. You remember my blue truck?
Did it just fall again?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Hold on a second. Anyways, do you remember my blue truck, my semi?
Oh, yeah, the semi.
Okay. You remember the horns that were on it?
Yeah, you had crazy horns.
Yeah.
Dude.
So, I was going down past, your old job close to where I live.
Mm-hmm.
And there was it was like the same kind of thing. I don't think they expected the kind of horn that was going to happen. Mm-hmm. And they were out by the road. It was a woman. It was a grown woman. She was out by the road and she was doing this. I'm like, okay. Like,
dude, bro, he had straight up train horns on his.
Yeah.
Way louder than my standard one. Yours were loud, dude.
And they pointed at the ground, and I had 3 trumpets.
Stupid loud.
And I put a 1/2-inch line to feed to those trumpets.
Yeah.
And it would, if I was on those horns too much, it would drain my air tank.
Very loud.
Very. Anyways, she was out by the road, and she was doing that. And I waited until I was right there. I seen her, and I reached down, I grabbed the valve, and I said, "You asked for it. Remember that." And I opened that. I opened it up. She dove into the ditch because she thought I was coming at her, and I just seen her in the mirror.
Dude, you're trained. I know what they sound like, and they'd still scare me. It's kind of like when you see, like, you know something's coming, but like you still can't fully prepare for it.
Well, it's like every time I took it home to wash it or work on it. Like there was one time I was underneath my truck and I was working on it and I was greasing it, getting it ready for the next week. My daughter was in the cab and the truck still had air buildup, and she grabbed the valve, ripped it open, and the trumpets are like literally right above me.
Dude, that would rock my world.
I couldn't hear.
I bet you couldn't.
For the rest of the night.
That'd probably make me mad. I think I'd be angry at that one.
It was upsetting, but it rattled my brain. It rattled my brain like crazy. And she didn't know how to close the valve back up, so she let the air tank empty on me.
Gotcha.
So
sounds terrible.
Yeah, it was not fun, but I liked it. I mean, it got people's attention when I needed it.
Yeah, it was definitely loud. I wish mine's on like that. That'd be kind of cool.
We can get you some. I know someone that knows where trains are at.
I don't think they'd approve that.
So I had this little bit of advice. It's better to ask for forgiveness than permission.
Well, when that affects my paycheck, no.
Okay, that's fair.
I'm not gonna do something that affects my paycheck until our views turn into some cash. Then I can maybe be a little more.
I still don't think you will.
No, I won't. No, I like to just go to work and just go I don't like to partake in any of the drama. And there's not a lot of drama at my work. There's a little bit here and there, but there is anywhere. And I'm just not into it, dude. I'm like, I want to go to work and go right back home. I just want to go and do my job. Oh, I don't know. I want to clear the air on something. And I didn't tell you I was going to do this, but a couple things that have been bugging me. And I'm not singling anybody out. And a couple of you are avid listeners, and I'm not singling anybody out. And two things. One, when we're ready for a guest or another co-host to join us, do a little cameo or whatever, we'll reach out. I get a lot of people asking.
Like, come on.
And not like a million messages or anything, but more than I assumed we would. And like a couple of them are like bugging.
Really?
Yeah, and it's like, and not that we don't want that ever, but we're on episode 9. Like, I don't think, I mean, I think we'll get there to where I would love to have more people come in and like do a couple fun things together. That's fine. And I'm really not trying to be rude at all by any means. I feel bad for saying no. So like, but if you quit asking, I'll just quit saying no. Or sometimes I don't respond, which I feel bad about too. But it's like, I don't want to be rude, And then the second thing is, a lot more people than have asked to be on here, like try to sway what we talk about. And two things we'll never talk about. Well, mainly one thing, politics. We're not into it. Not interested at all. And I know that's a huge hot button issue in the world right now with racism and division and things like that. We're not into it. We're not going to do it. Because we want to be a breath of fresh air for you.
Right. We want someone to come and see.
You can elaborate on that for sure.
Our podcast. Because we believe that there's so much political talk and political nonsense in the world that it brings so much division.
Yeah.
We have no intentions on ever saying anything political.
Yeah.
We're never going to tell you our political beliefs or anything like that. We're not going to try and force an opinion on anybody because we both believe that everyone has an opinion and we love that about people.
And I respect left, right, middle. I don't care what you are.
Right.
Now we have opinions, and there are things about different groups and things like that that we'd like and don't like, for sure. But
that's not for you guys.
That's not for you guys, because that's all you get everywhere else.
Yep.
When you're scrolling Facebook or TikTok, it's every other post is political, racism, division, whatever else is going on in the world, war, President Trump, this and that. I don't want to do that here. I'm not interested. So
nothing. Do you want some political thing? There's so many other podcasters out there that's going to talk about it. That's just not our cup of tea.
Yeah. So, but and don't get me wrong, I appreciate good ideas. Like if you think we could do something better, I don't mind. You're more than welcome to tell me. That's fine.
Put it in the comments or email us.
Oh yeah, comment or email, and I'll either say no or yes. That's fine. I mean, you're not going to make me angry or whatever, but I've had a few people, like, oh yeah, you should really talk about, you should really cover politics and things like that. And like when I say a few people, I'm like 3 or 4 different people, maybe 5 even, and it's like, I don't want to. And I understand why you say that, why you suggest that, because it gets views, it gets clicks. I get it. We're not into it though. We just don't want to do it.
We want something to happen for us that's going to happen naturally because of us being us, and not because us wanting to talk about politics. Because we know that we could say something about anything political, and we know that we would have 1,000 comments on that video. Yeah. Because there's that much division in the world.
But it's 1,000 people arguing.
Yeah.
And then or disagreeing or agreeing with what we're saying. And then they start arguing with each other. And it's like, aren't we sick of that as a nation?
We should be.
We should be. If you're not, then you should be. And if you continue to do it, then you're part of the problem. And I'm not saying I've never done it. He's done it. We've both partaken in it for sure. It's been a crazy last 10 years. 4 years, whatever.
10. Well, it's been a lot. It's been a crazy last 20.
It's really been crazy the past 8 years.
Yeah, I'll let you have that.
So, if you're part of that problem, then let's just try to defer from that.
Let's try to be better.
Let's try to be better. Try to be better people.
Let's do better.
Let's hang out here and we'll talk about stupid stuff you probably don't care about, but
hopefully it brings a smile to your face.
Yeah, you're not going to get politics here, though. You're not going to get things that you hear left and right. So we can get off that soapbox now. I just wanted to clear the air there. I do appreciate your suggestions. I really do. And I'm not angry or anything, and I'm not trying to single anybody out or be rude. But please stop suggesting that we talk about politics. That's all I'll say on that, please.
So we have a viewer that wants me to tell a story. And that story is when I owned my blue truck. Do you remember my blue truck?
We just talked about it. The train horn truck?
No.
Oh,
my
the pickup truck. Okay.
Yeah, I've had multiple blue trucks.
A lot of blue trucks. A lot of white, too. Anyway.
A lot of white. Anyways.
Okay, Ellie Mae.
Ellie Mae.
That's what we called her.
It was a 99 Ram.
Loved it.
I love that truck.
I miss that truck.
I miss that truck.
Tell a story.
Anyways, there was one night. It was just.
Story? Sorry. Do I know the story?
I don't think so.
Was I there?
No.
Okay. Go ahead.
No, you wasn't.
Hey, I've never heard the story, so it's a fresh one.
Yep. So, anyways, I thought it was a cool truck. It was just outside. I was just outside of high school, literally just graduated. Actually, I left my graduation party, went and picked my buddy up, and me and my buddy, which we did a commercial for him, Ethan.
Oh, Ethan. Okay.
And we headed up to this place up northern Michigan. It's called Silver Lake Sand Dunes. If you've never been there, it's an awesome place. And then we took the truck and we left in the afternoon, so it got dark. The truck had a blue license plate cover. It was a neon light that was over this thing.
I remember that.
And
hey, Derek.
Hey, Eric.
Hey, man, do you hate mowing your lawn?
Do you hate plowing your snow?
Do you hate trimming your weeds?
If any of those things are true,
then give Manly Plow and Lawn Service a call.
He'll whack your weeds off.
He'll trim your bushes.
He'll plow your drive.
He'll even shovel and salt. Get a hold of Manly Plow and Lawn Service today.
We didn't think it'd be a problem. Every law enforcement officer that I talked to in this area said that it wasn't an issue, but that was the place that I lived. We took off from where we lived. We got gas. We had cases of Monster. We had cases of Mountain Dew. We had a whole pan of brownies.
What kind of brownies?
Just a whole pan of brownies.
Regular brownies.
Yeah. Anyways,
Not pop brownies.
no, we didn't partake in that. Anyways, we took off because we were gonna go up and meet a few other buddies of ours.
There you go, buddy.
I'm gonna have a stroke. Anyways, a few other buddies of ours up there at the Silver Lake Sand Dunes. We took off from where we lived, and we started heading up. We got into Michigan. The first state trooper we passed, pulls us over.
Really?
Pulls us over
For the light?
Just for the light. We get up there. We're sitting there. He comes up to the window and asks if he knows why he pulled us over. And I said, I have no idea. And he said, are you part of law enforcement? And I said, no. He's like, you got to unplug that light on your roll pan on the back of your pickup. He says, you can't run a blue light in Michigan. It's illegal.
Oh.
And I said, all right. But I can't unplug it. It's the only license plate light I have. That worked.
Mm-hmm.
Took off from there.
Yeah.
Mind you.
No ticket or anything?
No ticket.
Just a warning.
Just a warning.
And he let you go with it still plugged in because you didn't have another light. You didn't have a choice.
I didn't have a choice. I couldn't unplug it.
Okay.
We just mind you this. This is a 5-hour drive from where we lived to Silver Lake. We got a little farther north, about another hour and a half. Another state trooper pulls us over.
Same thing?
Same exact thing.
Dang.
This proceeded to happen over and over and over.
How many times?
We got pulled over 7 times.
For that light?
For that light.
You would think after like the second or third, you would say, officer, can you just write me a note, let me know, like you pulled me over?
Well, hold on a second.
Okay.
By the 4th time I got pulled over, we would see I hadn't got pulled over for a 4th time yet, but it's coming. We're going down, which is 131. We were going north on 131 up in Michigan. We seen a state trooper in the center of the road, in the center median.
You're like, here we go.
I look at Ethan. I start laughing. He laughs with me. And I said,
might as well.
Yeah. I start pulling over before he even let me up because he pulled out straight away.
Oh, sure.
And I asked the cop, she's like, you must know why I'm pulling you over. I said, yeah, it's the blue light. I said, I talked to 3 other guys already tonight about this blue light. He's like, you've been pulled over already? I'm like, yeah.
3 times.
I asked the guy that pulled us over the last time. I said, if you would just like radio ahead to other.
That too, yeah. Can't you just be like, hey, we got some douchebag driving north on 131. He's got a blue light. Let him go. There's nothing he can do about it.
Yeah. Well, I asked him. He's like, no, we can't do that. He's like, each law enforcement officer, he says, each law enforcement officer has their own conduct and code. And I'm like, shouldn't the law be like the same across the board?
It's weird because that's true. Like they have
each law enforcement officer, they see the law differently, and they I
don't know I'm trying to think of the word too.
Yeah,
like they have discretion.
Yeah,
they get to use their own discretion on whether or not they want to give you a ticket.
They dictate each law accordingly for how they see the severity of it, I guess. So he goes, no, I can't call ahead. Each officer is going to be different in their opinions of what's going on in the situation. I said, all right. And I'm just laughing. And we looked at him because I think it started on the 4th. Ethan, if I'm wrong or if I mess this up, put it in the comments.
Put it in the comments, Ethan.
Anyways, we started at the 4th. We looked at the cop because he shined light because it's dark. Mm-hmm. He shined light in the cab. He's doing the whole look around thing.
4 cases of pop and Monsters and brownies.
Ethan, well, we had our bags and stuff in the back in the bed.
Yeah.
Ethan's got this pan of brownies on his lap.
He's holding it the whole time?
I mean, it was a single cab. There was nowhere to put it. We weren't putting it in the
You
back.
should have just honestly started handing them out to the officers.
We tried.
Oh, well,
we tried. They didn't take it.
Probably assume that they have something in them or something.
Yeah. Right. Well, we looked at the 4th officer, and I was like, I said, it's getting kind of late, bud. I said, I'm pretty sure that you just started your shift. I said, you want a Monster? And I tried handing him a Monster. He starts laughing and goes, no, I can't take that. He says it's against the rules and stuff like that.
I assumed.
And I said, okay. I said, he's like, can you unplug the blue light? And I said, I looked at Ethan and I'm laughing. I cannot stop.
They
laughing.
probably think you're high or something.
Yeah, they probably thought we were messed up. Anyways, I'm laughing hysterically.
I'm sure.
I look at the officer and I said, like I told the last 3 officers that I've talked to tonight, I said, no, I cannot unplug it. If you have to give me a ticket, that's what you have to do. That's fine. I said, but that's the only license plate light I have is this neon blue light that literally wrapped around my entire license plate. It didn't blink. It was just a light that stayed on. That was it.
They must have been bored that night.
I leave him. It was 15 minutes later.
Another one.
Like I don't even think we got across the county line. He called to the next guy and said, hey, you want to mess with someone? There's going to be a blue light that's coming past you on the back of this pickup truck. Just let them see you. We seen him. I seen him in the distance. I looked at Ethan. I said, I'm not going to do it because maybe he didn't see it. No, he seen it. As soon as we passed, like he seen the truck coming on the highway, seen the glow behind the pickup truck. He turned his light on before we passed him in the center.
But he didn't pull out?
No, he pulled us over.
Oh, he pulled you over?
He pulled us over.
Did you get a ticket at all this night?
No.
Really?
No, listen. It gets better.
That's like the luckiest night ever.
He pulls up, and he's got a smile on his face. And I'm like, all right, we didn't get across the county line. And I know I'm still in the last guy's jurisdiction. This guy had to have gotten called. And that wasn't the case, allegedly, because he said it wasn't. But he's like, you know why I pulled you over? I'm like, yeah, just like the last 4 guys that pulled me over. It's that blue light on the back. No, I cannot unplug it. It's my only fucking license plate light. It's like
at this point, he's got a script.
I've got
He's got it written out, like, and he just reads it to him, or just like put it up on the window, be like, just like write it out and put it up on the window. Dude.
It was horrible.
That's hilarious.
And then Ethan hasn't talked to any of the officers at this point at all. Ethan grabs his pan of brownies and goes, he lifts the aluminum foil up, looks at the officer and goes, would you like a brownie? And the officer sits there stunned for a second and goes, no, I don't want a brownie. What are those?
Brownies.
And then, he thought they were the other brownies.
Pot brownies.
Yeah.
Thought they were pot brownies.
He's like, let me smell them. I'm like, oh, they smell delicious. By this time,
I would have been like, if you smell one, you got to take one.
So Ethan's mom made these brownies for us to take up to the campsite to hand out to everybody else that was there. That whole pan of brownie, I'm sorry, that whole pan of brownies never made it.
Because you ate it or you threw it out the window?
We ate the whole thing.
On the drive up?
Yeah, it was so
smashed.
Dude, a 5-hour drive turned into an 8-hour drive.
I know, yeah.
We left at 6 o'clock in the evening. We did not make it to our destination until after midnight. Way after midnight. So
sorry, real quick. Sorry I'm yawning so much. I'm very tired. It's been a long day.
So we're 2 hours from this place still.
Yeah.
2 hours. And we just want to get there. We don't want to see another cop. We don't want to see another cop.
Nah.
We start driving. We drove for an hour and a half, not seeing one other state trooper. We get off on one of the exits. We get off on not one of the exits. We get past one of the exits where we know we're getting close because there's a big billboard. I don't think they've ever changed it. And there's a big heart on this billboard, which they might have changed it by now, but anyways, we get past it. We get excited again. No more than we start cheering about it.
Another one.
I see this flashing red light in my rear end, and I'm like, there's no way. And I'm still laughing. I pull over. This state trooper comes up with a different attitude.
Was he angry?
Oh, yeah, he was mad. For whatever reason. I don't know what was going on.
Sometimes you get him like that. Maybe he's had a rough night at this point.
He comes up, flashlight right in my face.
I hate that.
Right in my face.
That's the worst. And I understand, like, where they're checking you to make sure you're whatever, but it's like, dude, I got to drive after this.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
And now my pupils are so dilated.
Yeah. I probably look high.
Yeah.
Just arrest me at this point.
He's like,
I have a real quick question. Sorry to interrupt. Was this like MapQuest days, or did you have a GPS, or did you like?
Oh man, this is
Because this is back in 2009.
we had yeah.
Because you just graduated.
Yes, correct. We had all of our directions written down
Okay.
on a piece of paper
Okay.
because we kind of knew how to get there because we were going every summer.
So I was wondering,
We were going
at what
quite
point
a
do you
bit.
just start taking back roads?
Well, we couldn't do that.
Why?
Well, because I had
You don't know.
Well,
you didn't know how to get there back
that's
roads.
the problem. When you get so far north into Michigan,
Yeah.
you start getting all these dirt roads or these 2-track trails.
Yeah.
So, and if you remember my blue pickup,
Right.
it was lowered.
Yeah.
My truck was not going off of one of those.
I was just curious because it's like you seem like a glutton for punishment that night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this guy comes up, flashlight in my face, and he goes, you know it's illegal to have that blue light? I'm like, I do know it's illegal. I can't unplug it. It's the only light. And I give him the whole spiel. He's like, oh, you think this is funny? And no more than he says that, Ethan asks him if he wants a freaking brownie.
That sounds about right.
And I said, yeah, if you don't want the brownie, I said, we got Mountain Dew. I said, or we got Monster. He goes, how many times have you guys gotten pulled over tonight? I said,
6.
You're number 5 or 6. You're number 6. He goes, you've been pulled over 6 times. I'm like, yeah. I said, they're all because of that blue light. I said, I asked this request a little bit ago, but if you could just call ahead.
No joke. How close are you? How much longer do you guys have?
We were a half hour away.
Oh, geez, okay.
At this point, I said, if you could just call up to the whole county and let them know we're coming.
Right.
I would appreciate the absolute hell out of that because at this point, I just want to go to bed. I'm not even excited to go and see anybody. I'm pissed off at this.
I think after the third pullover, I'm just like pulling over and waiting till daylight to start driving.
Dude,
so they can't see the glow coming from. I mean, at that point, because it's like, dude, that's rough. I can't believe you didn't get a ticket.
We didn't the whole time. So we get off the exit. We're 15 minutes out. You get off the exit, you take a left, you go underneath the overpass, you come up to this gas station, which was a BP station. I don't know what it is anymore, but there's also a restaurant that's hooked to it.
Okay.
In the parking lot,
another one
was a state trooper. We got pulled over again. He comes up. He doesn't have his flashlight because there's a street light above us. He's got this smile on his face.
Okay.
And I'm looking at him. He's looking at me. He's like, you know why? That's all he said. I'm like, it's the blue light. I can't unplug it. It's the only license plate I've got.
It's like Groundhog Day at this point.
Yeah. He starts giggling. He goes, oh, he says, you already been talked to about it, huh? I said, yeah. I said 6 other times. He goes, you got pulled over 6 times? I'm like, yeah, it's been a long night. I said, are you going to give me a ticket? Because I had to ask that to every one of them. I had that conversation with them. I said, oh, yeah, by the way, we asked the last 4 guys if they wanted a Monster, a Mountain Dew. I said, or we have a whole pan of brownies right here. And I'm looking out my window and he's giggling. He's laughing. He's the only one that's giggling as much as we were.
Those are the cool cops, though.
Yeah. But
we appreciate that.
We get up there that next day. We finally made it. We tried telling all of our buddies what happened. Nobody believed us.
Okay.
Because they just thought we left too late to get up there at the time we were told to be up there. We get up there. We're riding in the bed of another pickup truck. We got pulled over.
Was it one of the same?
It was not one of the same, but it would have been
so much funnier.
On the way,
they just saw you and they just like step out of the car and they see you and they just get back in the car and just drive off.
Well, I told Ethan I wasn't excited for the ride home.
Right.
Because
I would have left early in the morning. That way it's all daylight.
Well, we left again in the afternoon.
Stupid.
Well, I mean, we spent all day on the dunes. But
I would have slept in the truck and left the next morning.
Listen, we had an idea to do this without being pulled over.
Great.
We put Ethan's dad's 4-wheeler, or no, it wasn't his 4-wheeler. It was someone else's. Doesn't matter. We put a 4-wheeler in the bed of my truck. Put the tailgate down.
Mm-hmm.
We started driving. We got an hour away from the dunes. We got pulled over again. But the cool thing is on the way home, we only got pulled over 2 times. So the entire weekend, I got pulled over 10 times.
That'd be 9 times.
So 7 on the way up,
2 on the way back.
1 while we were up there, and 2 on.
Oh, well, you were in the bed of the truck on that one, though.
Yeah,
okay, nine times. Okay, 10 times. Gotcha.
We got pulled over.
10 times. Gotcha.
So,
and no tickets that whole weekend.
No tickets.
Gotcha.
We got the warning, and as soon as we got home, I ripped that damn blue light off the back of my truck and I threw it away.
I can't believe that they didn't like give you any type of sobriety test or anything. At any point, like they didn't pull you out to make you like, huh?
After the third guy, you mean when we started laughing about it?
Just in at any point, you got pulled over those 10 times. You didn't get any type of like walk the line or follow the pen with follow you with your eyes, like nothing.
Which was crazy.
That's crazy.
We thought that same thing too.
If I pulled up on you with how you look,
you'd just shoot
in your truck. No, I wouldn't. You can't say that. I don't know if you can or not. Whatever, you said it. If I saw you and then Ethan in the passenger seat holding the tray of brownies, and you're telling me you're on this long drive, I'm at least going to test you to see if you're like high or something like that. As somebody who has driven high, which I don't condone, and I haven't touched that stuff in a very long time. But
you tell the school bus story.
The school bus story. Oh,
but go ahead. Don't say that yet.
I will.
Just keep going with what you're saying.
But I got lost. What was I saying?
You said if I was pulling you over, I would
I would at least test you. Yeah, I would pull you out and just be like, just to make sure, because it's like that's weird. It's weird. You got cases of pop and Monster and a tray of brownies in a single cab pickup with 2 guys. I'd be like, all right, what's going on here? This is weird. Anyway, yeah, that happens. I've never been pulled over
that many times.
I don't think that many times ever.
I don't think
I've ever been pulled over 10 times. I've only been pulled over a few times. I got tickets though. Yeah, that's a lot though. That's a lot of pullovers, dude. Good for you for not getting a ticket. You know, you told me about the one that was like super angry. Like, I don't understand that. I think, like, trust me, we see the videos and things going on in the world and how cops are treated and things like that. But it's like, I feel like if I were an officer, I mean, I'm on the fence on this one because, you know, they deal with a lot of crap and they have to deal with a lot of, but they have to deal with a lot of stupidity in the world. But like, I feel like if I were an officer, I feel like I would like start everyone with a fresh start and not just go up and, you know, it's like, it's always weird to me.
I was going to say that I would try and match the energy that I'm given.
I think so too. Like, because me, I'm super respectful to cops because most of the time they're pulling me over for like speeding or whatever it is. And I don't ever try to lie or get out of it. It's just like, yep, so I was speeding, dude. And most of the time, I mean, sometimes they'll give me a ticket and sometimes it's like, all right. You know, that's what it is. And if they give me a ticket, I did something wrong. I don't care. Give me the ticket. I'll pay it. It's not a big deal. That's what it is. Yeah. What?
You need to tell the school bus story.
All right. So a buddy of mine and I, we went over to visit a friend of ours in an apartment complex close to where we live. And we went there and we got high. And which, like I said before, I don't condone, and I haven't done it in a very long time, many years. And we got very, very high. And we were there for probably 3 or 4 hours or so. And we left. And I was driving and we were pulling out of this apartment complex. And it was like school let out time. And so we were behind a school bus who was also trying to leave this apartment complex. And if you have ever partaken in the devil's lettuce, like your focus is not the best. So I get there, I sit there talking to my buddy and we were just going back and forth. And then we both kind of realized at the same time, like, man, is this school bus ever going to move? And then we realized it had been like 20 minutes. So like we get to investigating or whatever, and we're still very under the influence. And then we realized it's a parked school bus. We're sitting by and they're just parked off to the side. We're not even in the exit lane we're like trying to leave this place. So I'm like sitting, and I didn't put it in park or anything. Like my foot's on the brake this whole time. And it was like 20 full minutes, dude. We're sitting behind this parked school bus waiting for it to pull out. And I'm not exaggerating. It was probably 20 minutes. And that was crazy. I have an even worse story though. A buddy of mine was up from he lived down south, and he was up, and I hadn't partaken in a long time, and he partakes, and I took him to a local dispensary, and we got a few things, and I'm like, you know what? It's been a long time since I've done it. And this was still probably this was probably 6-7 years ago, and so I got a edible. I'm not into smoking. I never really was, and once again, don't condone, and I don't do it anymore, and I haven't in a very long time. But I got an edible, and I didn't know anything about edibles. I never got too much into that life or whatever, but it was 100 milligram edible, like Fruity Pebble Rice Krispie treat. And we get back to my other buddy's house, and there's probably 4 or 5 of us there, and they all start partaking in their things. So I open up my Fruity Pebble Rice Krispie treat, 100 milligrams. I don't know what that means. I mean, I know it's a pretty strong dose, and I just ate a little corner of it.
Did you?
I probably ate 25% of it.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Did you think because of the milligrams, kind of like what alcohol, you got to drink more to get? Did you think that?
No, I don't think that I thought that. But the problem is, I ate probably 25% of this, which I guess would be 25 milligrams. And it didn't do anything. And we're probably an hour or so later, and I don't know if it was just slow acting or what it was, but it didn't do anything. So I'm like, screw it. I'm going to eat the rest. And I ate the whole thing. And I have never been more high in my life, dude. It is the worst experience I've ever had. I almost called the cops on myself because I thought I was going to die, dude. I'm sitting at my buddy's house, and I'm not doing anything. I'm not on my phone. I'm so gone from this edible. And I'm probably sitting there for a couple hours, and I can't do anything. And finally, I'm just like, my heart's racing. I don't feel safe. I'm like, I want to go home. I want to go home and sleep this off. And I probably lived 5 blocks from my buddy's house. And so I go outside, and I get in my car, and I get ready to leave. And my buddy comes out and knocks on the window. And he's like, hey, man, what are you doing? And I said, I'm going home. He's like, well, you've been sitting here for like 45 minutes with the car running. And I'm like, oh, I didn't know that. Because I was like, I don't know if I was mentally preparing for the drive home, which felt like 100 miles. And it was 5 blocks. And so I get home. Finally, after that, it was such a long journey. Seriously, that 5 blocks, dude, changed my life. It was a freaking journey, dude, like you see in a crazy movie. I get home and I go to bed, and I wake up the next day. I don't know how many hours I slept. I slept a long time. I woke up and I still was very groggy. I don't know if I was still high or whatever. I might have been, but I was like still very groggy. And I get out of bed and I go to the bathroom, and I come back. There's blood all over my sheets. And I'm like, what the heck is going on? And then I realized when I was leaving my buddy's house, I had flip-flops on. I stubbed my toe and I ripped my toenail off. So I probably left a trail of blood in his house, out to my car, in my car, up to my bedroom. And there's just blood everywhere. And then my foot, like I noticed it because my foot starts hurting or whatever, but I was so gone that I didn't even know. I had no idea, dude. It was crazy. I haven't done anything since. That was the last time I ever did anything.
You remember?
I'm scared to.
Remember when you came out to that shop we were all working at, and you had the little bit on you, and I made you get rid of it?
Yeah, you were so anti it. And that's how we grew up, in the Dare era.
Yeah.
Where the pot is like the worst thing in the world. And now it's on every street corner. Yeah. It's in everybody's pocket and things like that. Yeah, I won't do it again. Now I'm paranoid. I'm afraid. Dude, that was the worst experience I've ever had in my life, bro.
I used to buy my dad pot.
Yeah.
For Christmas one year, I got him a whole box of pot. And got him some edibles.
Yeah.
And I told him my dad loved their Twix. My dad loved
little Twix bars.
Yeah, little Twix bars.
You gave me one. I never ate it.
Yeah. So I told my dad what it meant on the bags. And I said, don't eat more than one. I said, eat one, wait a few hours. You should feel something. He goes home. He ate half the bag.
I bet he did. I believe it. He probably loved it.
Yeah.
I bet he did.
Dude, he sat there and watched his TV off.
He did that half the time anyway, dude.
He sat there and watched his TV off. He called me the next day and goes, I think there was something wrong with those Twix bars that you gave me. I'm like, Dad, why? What happened? He goes, well, he says, for most of the night, my TV didn't work. I'm like, what do you mean TV didn't work? He's like, well, he said, all it was a black screen. He's like, I feel pretty good today, though.
I bet he did.
I'm like, yeah, I bet you do. I bet you do.
I used to hate going over there and him just watching like one of the same 3 movies. No audio, subtitles, or super loud.
It would always be at 100 or it would be nothing.
0 or 100, literally. And it's like, dude.
His TV would only go up to 90.
Yeah.
On the volume.
Yeah.
But it was always at 90. And I'd go in there and I'd try and talk to him, and he was already hard of hearing. So he'd go, what? And I'm like, hold on. And I would turn his TV down. And he goes, oh, you don't got to do that. I can hear you.
That sounds like your dad, dude. That sounds like something your dad would say. That's hilarious.
Dude, but no, my favorite, like one of my favorite pot stories is Tom Segura.
Tom Segura, yeah. Oh, when he got
his mom with the gummy. Mommy, why would you do this?
Dude, I love Tom Segura's mom. And have you ever seen the video of her farting?
Yes, the fart
in the
video.
kitchen, dude.
Yeah.
Holy, I thought that was fake, dude. That fart was crazy.
Yeah.
I love Tom Segura, dude. He's so hilarious. And Burt Crasher. Burt Crasher's dying on me a little bit. I don't know. Burt Crasher gets annoying.
Last I heard, Burt Crasher had some medical problems.
I don't think he does. I don't know. He might.
Anyway,
I don't want to put that out there if that's not true, though.
No, I'm not.
I don't think it is.
No, Tom Segura was saying something about it on the podcast.
He says that. He does that all the time. He'll be like, if Bert's not available to do the podcast and he has a guest on, he'll say some crazy. Bert has lung cancer and he's in his end days. He says crazy stuff like that all the time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he does that all the time.
Yeah,
dude, and it's funny, but it's like also not funny because like people, just like the Garth Brooks thing.
Yeah,
where he likes to tell people Garth Brooks is a serial killer, but there's been like some people coming out with like timelines and things like that, and it almost kind of makes sense. So wouldn't that be crazy if like someday you figured out that was all true?
Garth Brooks was a freaking serial killer.
They went like through the cities he toured in, and like people come up missing and things like that. That'd be crazy if that was true. We love Garth Brooks. I love Garth Brooks. Anyway, so yeah.
But if you've never seen the video where Tommy gives his mom edibles before she goes to bed, please go watch that.
I don't think I've seen that either. I'm gonna have to watch that. I don't think I've seen that one. I thought you were going with the one where Joey Diaz gave him 200 milligrams instead of a 10.
Yeah. Those are 10s.
Yeah, and he gave him 200 milligrams, dude. I did 100. I know what 100 feels like, so 200, I'm dead.
But
GG's.
Could you put the video up
of what
and let them watch that?
Which one?
Of Tom Segura giving his mom the edibles.
How long is it?
I don't know.
Go watch it yourself. Just Google, just YouTube Tom Segura. I don't want to put in a crazy long one.
But you need to watch it.
I will watch it.
It is hilarious.
We'll put it in there. I'm not going to put it in there, but go watch it anyway. Yeah.
It's hilarious.
I won't ever do that again. I don't judge people who do. I don't care at all. I'm a big proponent of live your own life. I don't care at all what you do. If it doesn't affect my paycheck or my family, never care. I don't, you know, a lot of, I don't know. There's a lot of weird things going on out there and people caring about all this other stuff. And I don't. So, yeah. You know what I do care about? This is a topic that we were going to discuss, but I care about name brand versus off brand. And there are some things, and I know you will agree with us out there. There are some things that have to be name brand, but then there are some things that are better off than non-name brand. Do you have any examples?
Yeah, toilet paper has to be name brand.
Oh, dude, I can't, bro.
You can't give me one of them one-ply things, because if I'm in your house and you give me, or you have one-ply toilet paper, I'm using your shower curtain.
There's nothing that pisses me off more than going to a multi-million-dollar company and go into their bathroom,
Yeah.
and they have sandpaper on a roll in there.
Yeah, they got John Wayne toilet paper. It's rough and tough and don't take shit off nobody.
That's a good one. I've heard that before, but that's still a good one. That's a classic. Yeah, I don't understand that. Where I work, we have the good kind, and I appreciate that about you. So if anybody from my work is watching, thanks for the good toilet paper.
I'm gonna ask you a question.
Yeah.
Ketchup.
Gotta be Heinz.
Gotta be Heinz? It's
Heinz or nothing.
Name brand, huh?
You know what? I will do the off-brand, but like it's just something about Heinz. And I don't know if it's like a nostalgia thing or if there is actual difference in taste, which I believe there is. Heinz is so good, dude. Ketchup is so good.
You know,
and then ranch also.
It's gotta be Hidden Valley.
Gotta be Hidden Valley. Or
Can't do the Great Value.
Or whatever they have at Meat Ups.
You know what I
Meat
can
Ups has
do?
fantastic ranch.
Great Value?
What?
You ever had, I don't think you have, but it's spicy Italian. It's salad dressing. The Great Value version of that, I think almost tastes better than any other brands.
You know what? I love a good Great Value brand every now and then. I used to be really big. It's crazy. RJ is going to comment on this. Great brand ravioli. He always tells me I need raviolis in a nap. Great brand ravioli. Chef Boyardee is gross. I don't like Chef Boyardee raviolis.
Oh man, I
can you do off-brand like Chef Boyardee stuff?
No,
you have to have the Chef Boyardee.
I have to have. So which I haven't had them in a while, but if I go with Chef Boyardee, it's got to be the raviolis because those are good. I cannot do the off-brand version of that.
You know what I can't do? The off-brand like Clover Hill or whatever Dollar General brand of Nutty Bars.
Yeah, it's a different texture.
It pisses me off.
And why are they this wide?
They're weird. Knock it off.
And there's not even a whole like layer of chocolate. That
Clover Valley or whatever your name is.
I think it is Clover Valley.
I think Clover Valley. If you're listening, which I know you are, stop trying to recreate stuff that's delicious.
I can't do that. I can't do that one.
How about chips? Where are we at on brands with chips? What's your favorite brand? What's your favorite chip?
Well, it's going to be very, very weird, but I like Sun Chips.
I like Sun Chips. I don't like the original. I like the Harvest Cheddar or the sour cream and onion. I do love a good Sun Chip, though.
I'm not a fan, but
really,
yeah, I'm not. I don't know. If I'm going to eat Sun Chips, it's got to be the original, the blue bag. But Doritos, I like the spicy nacho.
I like the sweet chili.
The sweet chili,
the purple bag.
Yeah,
those are.
Or that's sriracha, isn't it?
No, it's spicy chili. That's what they're called.
Oh,
it's a purple bag. They're so good, dude.
Have you ever had the late night taco? It kind of tastes like.
Are we still talking about chips?
Yeah. Oh. Irritating.
Sorry.
Anyways,
yeah,
the Doritos late night taco.
No, I've never heard of that. I didn't know it was a thing.
Yeah, it kind of tastes like a hard shell taco from Taco Bell.
Really?
Kinda.
What's your Taco Bell order?
What's my Taco Bell order?
Yeah,
it's almost the same as yours.
Okay. So
I get a 5-layer beefy bean burrito.
I love a good 5-layer burrito.
Yep.
No sour cream though for me.
I get chalupas. They gotta be beef for some reason. I always get it with the sour cream the sour cream and the tomato and that stuff. I always get it like that. I like the soft tacos and I like that the grilled cheese stuffed burrito.
The grilled cheese stuffed burrito is good.
Yeah, and that's pretty much it.
Also without sour cream.
Also, they have a salad. Oh, they have a salad there with guacamole, or it's like guac. No, it's avocado.
It's like the dressing or whatever. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's really good.
Oh, I've never had that.
I've got.
Have you ever had their nacho fries?
No.
We tried their nuggets together.
Yeah, we did.
Dude, Taco Bell, your nugget game's pretty strong.
Yeah, you got
those were really good nuggets.
Yeah,
I was very skeptical. I hate when like a one-off place does like something different, like a burger joint does a taco or vice versa,
or you go to
like a pizza place does whatever, or like B-Dubs with their burgers, which work because B-Dubs burgers are fantastic. Honestly, your chicken wings are not that great anymore. I don't know what happened to B-dubs, dude. They went downhill. They went so downhill.
So if you're going to get wings and it's not B-dubs, where are you going?
So what I was going to have you try, we got new wings today.
From where?
Warrior Wings.
Oh, yeah.
Have you had them?
Yeah.
Oh, you've had them. Dude,
Yeah, those are
they're
bomb.
so good, dude.
Work gets those catered to.
Dude,
us.
they're so good. I've never had them.
They're good.
And the baseball tournament was right around the corner from where that is. And we were pulling in today. And I'm like, man, I really want to try those. She's like, well, order them for when we leave. And I'm like, okay.
They're right on the main road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love them.
Yeah.
Dude, they're so good.
Yeah.
Oh, you've already tried them. Perfect.
Yeah, I've already tried them.
Yeah, they're so good.
They're also
Warrior Wings, Wasion, Ohio. Fantastic. Your food. I didn't have anything other than the wings. Your wings are fantastic. So I can't speak on anything else. Everybody else got chicken tenders and crinkle. I did try chicken tenders. So good.
Doesn't that make you mad?
What?
You go to like a specific food restaurant,
Yeah,
that has specific items.
yeah.
Like you go to an Italian restaurant,
Yeah.
to get Italian,
Mhm.
right? And then you're with people that want to have not Italian.
No, I'm a picky eater, so that doesn't bother me at all.
Some people get a cheeseburger. You're like,
That doesn't bother. Like,
could have
well,
went to McDonald's.
I go to literally one of the best steak places, and I mean, I know you've had a bad experience, but
both times.
it's deemed as one of the best steak places in the area. Which that's fine if you disagree. I've never had steak there. I get their fish in, dude. They have some of the best fish I've ever had.
Every time I've ever been there, I've gotten a steak.
And not a good experience.
It's just not been great.
But it's award winning. I don't know. I can't speak on that. I'm not going to say the name just because we're not really giving it a great review here. But actually, I will say it's Bill's Steakhouse in Michigan because not everybody's going to get a great review.
It's in Bronson, Michigan.
What did I say?
You just said Michigan.
Oh, sorry. It's in Bronson, Michigan. They have probably the best fish dinner that I've ever had in my life.
And I've never tried the fish.
And they have beer battered French fries. Fantastic. I'll give you that.
I've place that had
never had their steak.
Is that the place that had the pretzel knot or the pretzel with the beer cheese? Or whatever?
Their beer cheese is out of this.
So their appetizers. Oh, so
big beer cheese guy.
You know the one thing that irritated me about that?
What?
Is when we went up there, they already figured in the gratuity to the check.
They have to do that. They don't have to. I mean, it's policy if you have a party, and we had a big party.
Well, I took my mom up there.
Oh.
And they figured in the gratuity for just us two.
I've never had that happen.
And I had a bad experience with that too.
That
we probably go is a bad experience. That's
right.
not what I'm talking. I'm talking food. I will tip.
Let's talk about tipping.
Let's talk about tipping.
Let's go to tipping.
Let's go to tipping.
How do you feel about it?
How do I feel about it?
Tip?
I do tip.
Do you have a tipping scale?
Yes.
Not the one in your bathroom. Like, got him.
Yeah. My scale usually just says ERR. I don't know.
Yeah, ERR.
I don't know what's going on with it.
Mine says get the. Anyway,
one at a time.
Yeah. I tip well, unless you are like bottom of the barrel, like do nothing at all, like come one time and that's to bring us our food. And I'll still tip, but it will not be great. I don't think I've ever left zero as a tip.
I have,
but I will not leave 20% to somebody who just does not. And I respect what you guys are doing. I respect that, you live off of tips and things like that. But if you live off of tips, then work like you live off of tips. Treat your customers like you live off of tips. If you treat me poorly or you do a bad job, I'm not going to tip you well. I'm sorry if that cuts into your bottom line and whatever, but like, I don't have to tip you.
So do you have a certain amount of money that you have already
No.
So I always do. I usually know
about you.
I usually know what my bill is going to be close to, and I'll have a certain amount. Usually it'll be around $50 for a tip.
Gotcha.
Depending on the style of restaurant or the class of restaurant that we go to, depending on what that was. We went to a Brazilian steakhouse, and you know what that is, right? A Brazilian steakhouse.
The one I went to West Columbus.
Okay, so you do. Yeah. So we
with the dumpster. Well, yes. That's another story for another time.
That's different. But anyways, so we went there. I took my fiance and her sisters,
Okay.
When we did
Yep.
the water park trip.
Okay.
I went there. I left $150 tip
There you go.
on top of the already $200 bill.
Good for you. And you know what?
But our waiters,
For really good service, I'll do that every time.
yeah,
Like, I love to do that. We went to a place, it's near Howell, Michigan, and it's called Tomato Bros. Shout out to that place. That was hands down the best service experience I've ever had in my life. And I can't remember the guy's name. I want to say it was like Harrison or something like that. I hope I'm getting that right because this dude deserves the world. He was the best server I've ever had in my life. I had questions about the menu. He sat and they were busy. I mean, they were busy. He sat down with me and he's going through different things. We've never been to this place. We were going on a shopping trip up there. They have an outlet mall, a Nike outlet. And we went up there and bought some shoes and things like that. And we found this place right down the road. And we'd never been there. And it was like this weird, it was like an Italian mix American cuisine or whatever. And he was going through every item with me, talking in depth and things like that. And just doing a really good job. This dude I was halfway through a drink and he was there with another one. And then they had a large cheesecake menu, and I'm a sucker for cheesecake. That's my thing. And he was asking if we wanted dessert, and I wanted one to go because the meal I ate was sufficient. I was pretty full, and he brought out a platter of all the different cheesecakes to show me them, and I picked the one I wanted, and for whatever reason they were out of that one, even though he 10 minutes ago they must have sold that. It must have been the last piece, and he sold it or whatever, and he came back and he's like, dude, I'm so sorry. They just we just sold the last piece of that. And I'm just like, okay, I'll try this other kind. And so he brought it to me, and he's like, you didn't tell me it was your birthday. It wasn't my birthday at all. It wasn't even close to my birthday. And I'm like, it's not my birthday. He's like, you didn't tell me it was your birthday. Happy birthday. Here's a complimentary piece of cheesecake. So he gave me the cheesecake for free. Seriously. I mean, and a bunch of other things, just the nicest, most genuine dude ever, and super helpful, and super on, Johnny on the spot, dude. And
your empty glass doesn't hit the counter before it gets refilled.
He was it's almost like he was like we were his only table. When I know we weren't. He had other big tables around us, but he treated us like we were the only people in there. And I remember our bill was $70, and I left him $100 tip on that.
Hell yeah!
But I gave him $100, and I said, I'm a big on I don't want you to split your tip. I don't want you to share your tip. I mean, or whatever. So if I'm you gave me the good service, dude. Here's put this in your pocket. Don't report it. Well, I don't care. I don't care about your policy at work. Don't share your tips.
Did you know if you go to B-Dubs and you tip on your card, it gets split between the entire restaurant?
A lot of places do that,
right?
And I don't like that.
No.
I
want to give my tip to the person that.
And I'll say this guy's name. I think it was Harrison. Either way, I gave him $100.
Man, that guy changed your life,
dude. Bro, I talked about that for weeks. I want to go back up there just see if he still works there. And the food was killer, dude. But anyway, I gave him $100 bill, and I said, listen, dude, this is yours. I don't care what your policy here is. Please put this in your pocket. And I left $10 on the tip on the card receipt or whatever. Don't care. That can be your tip or whatever. Here's $100. Put it in your pocket, dude. I'll do that all day. I'll do that every time. I will pay for a good food experience.
You remember when we went to B-Dubs last? It's right before we started doing this.
No.
You don't want to talk about it?
I don't want to tell that story. That was funny, though.
That was.
I'm not telling that story.
That was funny, though.
I don't think the other person in that story would like if I told that story. Dude, are we talking about the same thing? The thing I said that the table beside us heard?
Oh, no. Well, I mean, that was that day.
Okay, that was funny, but I'm not telling that story, yeah.
No, we don't. No, I'm talking about our waitress.
I don't remember that at all.
Do you remember what you wanted?
Oh, yeah.
Remember that?
You just threw me for a loop there. Yeah, we had a waitress there, and she was super kind. But, dude, she got so close to your face.
Well,
and
she did you first.
Hey, Do you want this? Oh, we have this. Yeah, let's try this. But like closer. That wasn't even as close as she got.
Well, she did that to him first. And then I said, wait until she comes back. I got this.
Yeah.
And while I was talking to her,
Honey, remember the lady at B-Dubs that got really close into our faces? Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, she does.
Yeah.
So when she came back, I looked at him and I said, I got this. Because he said, I bet you can't get closer. And I said, bet. So
you did too. Yeah.
when she was like, what do you want to she was like, what do you want to drink? And I said,
He just kept inching closer.
I just kept getting closer to her over the course of me.
Bro, they were like,
my cheek touched her nose at one point when she turned to look at me. Her nose was like that. And I started, he's laughing his ass off.
yeah.
That was hilarious. I wish you could tell the other part of that story.
I can't, unfortunately, because I don't have the permission of the other party to tell that story. And plus, I'm sure that'd be pretty embarrassing for them. So I don't want to do that. But
that was hilarious.
We're at an hour and 20 minutes, dude.
Oh, wow. Well, I mean, I hate to see you go.
I mean, we can make it go a little longer. I mean, I don't care. I mean, Joe Rogan goes 3 hours. I'm not trying to go 3 hours, but
I think we're going to start losing viewership now.
Yeah, I think we are. Oh.
Well, you doing stupid shit like that.
Oh, for $4 for egg roll. I'll cut that part out. No, I won't. Sorry, I'm not trying to be cultural appropriation. Is that what that's called?
Sure.
Yeah, I'm not trying to do that. I just found this hat and I thought it'd be funny for the episode. I love Bobby Lee and Jet Li and things like that. So what? I love Bobby Lee.
This guy's never bombed Pearl Harbor, but he does destroy Porcelain Harbor.
That's really bold coming from you, dude. If Porcelain could talk after you visited it, the stories that I would put it on the podcast. I would have the toilet on the podcast just so it could tell the stories after you use it, dude.
Toilet on the podcast. Are you kidding me right now? Are you serious? Yeah. It smells like roses.
Hey, thanks for being with us. We appreciate you being here. As always, we have a website we would love for you to go see. It's up here. He's waving his hand around for no reason. And then here at the bottom, we're going to put our email address.
I wasn't waving my hand for no reason.
Gotcha. Anyway, so if you want to email us, tell us a funny story, whatever, and this and that, that'd be cool. Or if you want to go see our website, it's got all of our socials. So yeah, thank you for being here, and we will catch you next week. Bye.